Before you read this word, your brain already decided you would read it. This is not philosophy. This is the result of a real scientific experiment. But this question, the question of free will, is not a new question. Greek philosophers asked it. Muslim philosophers debated it for centuries, and neuroscientists today are answering it in a way nobody expected. So let me ask you a simple question. Did you choose to watch this video? Did you choose to wake up today at this exact time? Did you choose to love what you love? Did you choose your personality? The answer, you believe, is yes. I choose, I control, I decide. But science says something completely different. In 1983, scientist Benjamin Libet conducted a simple experiment. He asked a group of people to do one thing, move their fingers whenever they wanted, and tell him exactly when they felt the urge to move. At the same time, he measured their brain activity with precise instruments, and what he found shocked the entire scientific world. The person's brain was already showing electrical activity before the person felt any urge to move by 500 milliseconds, half a second, meaning the brain decided first, then told you that you decided, as if there is another person living inside your brain, making decisions on your behalf, then informing you after it's done. In 2008, a team of scientists conducted a more advanced experiment. They used functional MRI machines and asked participants to make a simple decision whenever they wanted. And what they found was even more shocking. They could predict the person's decision 10 full seconds before the person felt it. 10 full seconds. Your brain knows your decision before you know it yourself. Imagine you are standing in front of a restaurant looking at the menu and you say to yourself, I'll take the first dish. In that moment, why you feel like you chose. But what science says, is that your brain was already working on that decision before you looked at the menu, before you entered the restaurant, maybe before you knew you were hungry. So who is living your life? You, who feel like you are living it, or the brain that decides everything before you? These questions seem frightening, but science doesn't stop at the shock. It goes further. There are two camps in neuroscience today. Camp 1 says, free will is an illusion. Scientist Sam Harris says, your thoughts and intentions arise in your consciousness. You don't choose them, they choose you, as if your thoughts come from a place you don't know, and you're just watching them. Camp 2 says, free will is real, but different from what we think. Scientist Michael Gazzaniga says, yes, your brain decides before you, but you, with all your experiences and values and personality, you are the one who shaped that brain. So the decision is yours. Even if you didn't feel it, think about this. When you eat food you love, your brain decided you loved it before you knew. But what shaped that brain is every moment you ever lived, every book you ever read, every person you ever loved, every experience you ever went through. You don't decide in the moment of choice. You decided throughout your entire life. And this raises the deepest question. If free will is an illusion, what does responsibility mean? If a criminal didn't choose their crime, do they deserve punishment? And if a successful person didn't choose their success, do they deserve praise? These are not empty philosophical questions. These are questions that change how we build our societies, how we treat criminals, how we raise our children, and how we see ourselves. Have you ever wondered at why some decisions come suddenly? Why you find yourself suddenly saying something you didn't know you were going to say? Why you love someone before you decided you loved them? Now you know the answer. Your brain decided before you, and you just living the result? And the question that nobody can answer, if you don't choose your thought, and don't choose your feelings, don't choose your decisions, who are you? Are you the brain that decides? Or are you the feeling that feels? Or are you a third thing that science hasn't named yet? Stop for a moment and think. You are reading these words right now, and your brain, in this moment, deciding how you feel about them, deciding whether you will share them with someone, deciding whether you'll think about them before sleep. All of this is happening before you know it is happening. And maybe this is the most beautiful thing about humans, that we search for meaning on Earth, even when science tells us, maybe there's nobody choosing, but we keep choosing, or at least we feel like we are. And maybe that feeling is all that matters. The question is not, do you have free will? The real question is, who are you without it? Subscribe to Corn Science, because the human mind has endless secrets, and we are here to uncover them.